This is IGN. Fans of Happy Gilmore's scrappy outsider humor may not find this celebrity-obsessed sequel up to par. This is your IGN review of Happy Gilmore 2 by Lena Wilson. Stop me if you've heard this one. Travis Kelce, Bad Bunny, and Adam Sandler walk into a country club. This specific high-powered cocktail of superstars can only be found in Happy Gilmore 2, a dizzying carnival ride of a comedy that's fun, exhausting, and occasionally oddly beautiful. Sandler and Tim Herlihy have once again written the script, and while there are some solid new jokes in this sequel, its greatest fault is that nostalgia for the 1996 original gets overplayed in needless rehashing and an onslaught of cameos. Sandler is back in his Bruins jersey as the titular golf champion, now hobbled by tragedy. This time around, his greatest foe is not anger, but, in a surprisingly earnest move, sadness. He's descended into severe alcoholism, thrown away his career, lost his grandma's house again, and, thanks to a series of great props, turned nearly every object you can imagine into a secret flask. But when his daughter, played ably by Sandler's actual daughter Sunny, earns a spot at a prestigious and expensive ballet school, Happy's motivated to get back in the game. There are jokes in Happy Gilmore 2 that feel in the spirit of the first movie, like giving the new villain halitosis and punctuating his first appearance with no less than 50 heads of garlic. But this sequel is way too content to recycle its predecessor's punchlines. And don't worry if you forget to rewatch Happy Gilmore before it leaves Netflix on July 31st, because Happy Gilmore 2 sets up nearly every callback with footage pulled directly from it. This, coupled with a cameo list that feels like it was crafted, at least in part, by your YouTube-addicted nephew, makes it seem like Happy Gilmore 2 isn't here to introduce a cult classic to a new generation. It's here to replace it with something that the whole family can get into cold. Get your bag, Sandler, but Happy Gilmore was great because of its original, endlessly quotable humor. Happy Gilmore 2 feels a bit like its reanimated Diet Pepsi-endorsed corpse. This isn't an entirely cynical exercise, though. No matter how many butts are bared, it's at least 6. It's apparent that its screenwriters have grown up a bit in the last 3 decades. There's more heart in this story, which is ultimately one of recovery, and there are a few beautiful scenes to match. We the Animal cinematographer Zach Mulligan somehow took this gig, and he composes shots that hit as hard as Happy's backswing. One in particular, during a nighttime scene where Happy talks to fellow golf outcast John Daly, has perhaps the most gorgeous lighting to ever grace a Happy Madison film. I'm sure that Happy Gilmore 2 will please fans content to be merely reminded of its predecessor, but more discerning devotees are unlikely to appreciate its ratio of old to new material, and those out of the pop culture know will be at a loss for who many of these people are. In some ways, this is one of Sandler and Herlihy's most mature movies, but there will be a lot of other stuff vying for your attention. Some of it is novel, some of it nostalgic, and some genuinely funny. The rest is just Sandler flexing his contacts list. The distracting laundry list of cameos and flashback clips that send Happy Gilmore 2 rolling into the rough make it clear that this wasn't made for those of us who were hoping for more scrappy, innovative humor in the spirit of the first movie. Instead, Adam Sandler's Legacy sequel seems to target the center of a Venn diagram of people old enough to fondly remember the 1996 original, modern golf watchers, and the extremely online. If you somehow fit in with all three, please claim your prize. The rest of us will just have to muddle through enjoying this overstimulating, weird, and sometimes heartfelt story as much as we can, in between celeb sightings and Happy Gilmore clip shows. Happy Gilmore 2's IGN score? 6 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest updates on Happy Gilmore 2, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.